boy Black Isis, aka Blood Dragon, with another video on the Elite Phantom Forces clan channel. Today we have the first ever episode of the beginner's class setup guide for all the noobs out there who still don't know how to play Phantom Forces or just joined Phantom Forces. I have a couple of friends who have been playing PF recently now. They just started playing Phantom Forces, so this is dedicated to them too. So without further ado, let's go into the gun that we're going to review. The gun we're going to review today is the M4, not the M4A1, the M4, the burst one. Now to many noobs would just pick the M4A1 over the M4 because it's burst and they cannot really use the burst because they're used to automatic weapons, which, you know, it's a start, but like, it's way better with the M4. It's a very good gun. Burst guns in general are like very good guns. Like, they're more accurate. You can actually make, if you tap it right, you can actually make the M4 faster, like make it automatic. I mean, unlocked at level 14, the M4 is a very good burst weapon. The M4 is 35 up close and drops off really quickly at mid-range to 19 damage and onward for the rest of the meters. I don't really know the exact numbers, which means you don't really have to aim down your sight if your enemy is like 12 studs away or even closer. So yeah, don't waste your time aiming down the sight. You're just wasting time. You can just hip fire. This carbine can rival SMGs and pistols at very close range, close quarters, if used right. But the class setup I'm going to show today is going to be focused both on close quarters and mid-range. As you can see, this gameplay right here, I have the laser sight, the vertical grip, and the ACOG. Oh, and also the flash suppressor. And I'm going to explain why all of those are useful one by one. So for the ACOG first, you would want the ACOG because first of all, it's accurate, second of all, easy headshots, and third of all, you can pick off your enemies in mid-range or even long range if you want. But if you're having trouble doing headshots with any gun, you can use the ACOG on the M4. You can practice your headshots using that. Next, the flash suppressor. It might be obvious to people who've been playing Phantom Force for a long time, but for the people who didn't, flash suppressor, you know the muzzle flash when you shoot your gun? Yes, that hides the flash, so you won't see any flash once you put the attachment on it, basically making it easier to use while shooting your target at mid to long range. Next is the vertical grip. It doesn't really help when you're aiming down your sight and shooting, but it really helps when you're hip firing. This attachment improves your hip fire by shooting from the hip, and yeah, that's about it. And lastly, we have the laser sight. The laser sight improves accuracy from the hip and sometimes when you're aiming down your sight, but mostly from the hip because it shows that red laser pointing at the enemy. You have to aim your crosshair directly on the enemy so that your shots can hit, but like the laser makes it more precise. With all those three attachments together, you can decimate your enemies like how I'm doing right here. This class setup is inspired by the JTAC in real life. They use the ACOG, the flash suppressor, and the vertical grip. And they also use very tactical strategies to take down the enemy more efficiently. Oh yeah, and I forgot the very last part. The last part you want to have is a secondary, a good secondary, and the M9 fits that role well. The M9 has decent damage at close range and it has 16 bullets in the mag. 15 bullets if you forgot to reload after you spawn or after you're done shooting the gun, and to just reload. The M9 is 35 damage up close and drops off to 20 damage at mid range. For the attachments, I don't really recommend any attachments, but if you want, you could put a red dot sight on it, a delta sight or mini sight. A laser sight could help too, but you know, it's a close range pistol. It'll already decimate if you tap the trigger fast enough. And you should use this setup tactically as possible. Always aim down your sight in corners. Check all corners. Look behind you. Do not always run, even though this is a CQC loadout, but still play tactically so that you can get more kills. That will be it for the class setups and review. It's your boy Black ISIS signing out, and if you want more content from me, you can go click on the card above me. We'll have my channel there. So yeah, it's your boy Black ISIS, and I will see you later in the next episode. Bye.